Alright, game 3 versus Akiyama. So best of luck. Alright, directions on their hand. 10, all directions but right, where there is only an 8. Flanked by 7s, and they have the 9-8-8 force. They have some potential to take high things, but not as much potential to take low things. That makes me think maybe 9-6-5-8, or 3-9-9-8, and 3 or 9. Could also play a Takesis in 6. Could do that. Definitely could. So if 9-6-5-8 and 9, Maria Balthazar covers that pretty well. I have great recaptures, for what that's worth. Do I have any cards in their hand dominated? Because, like, another thought is, it's not very good, but I was thinking 6-8-9-5 and 1. If they have to take with Maria, I can combo back with Choo Choo, which, as we saw last game, very powerful card. So 3-9-9-8 in 3. Does this appeal? If they ever take with, gives them 6-5-8-7. If they had to take with 8-4-9, it gives them 9-8-8-4-2. Takesis in 6 is possible. Choo Choo there is also possible and could be a better way to do it. My reason for keeping Choo Choo is Takesis might be more valuable going right. It controls the 10s on Maria a bit. For instance, I can imagine a line where I go 6, they go 1 of 3 or 9, I go the other, and they go Maria 2, and suddenly that's like hard card for me. But is that? I just take from 5? Yeah, that's not so much a worry. So I think I want to start with Takesis in 6. Doesn't really concede any super obvious corners. Yeah. I have a bunch of cards that are potentially good recaptures. I've been playing the new game, very hyped new modern game. Resident Evil 5 came out in 2009. Just the other day. It is very sad how few. Like, there have been co-op games, but there have been very few kind of AAA mainstream co-op games in the recent era of gaming. I hate the movement towards open world. I think I have liked a few open world games, but I think in general it means storytelling is often a lot weaker. I think also bringing choice into games sometimes is a really compelling storytelling mechanic, but often means that the characters have to be given no character so that they can adhere to whatever it is you've chosen. To go along with this, I kind of think Mass Effect is not very well written, unlike a lot of people, including some like very good writers. Like, N.K. Jemisin keeps on winning all the writing awards, and she thinks Mass Effect is well written, so maybe you should ignore me. But I think if you actually look at what the characters are saying, it's not thoughtful. And I don't think those games are... Maybe it's not the writing, maybe it's the thinking that's bad, but one of them is very suspicious to me. And so I think there's this whole... Not that, like, Resident Evil 5 is a good story. Obviously, that game's written like absolute horseshit. But I think the general move to open world has been bad for narratives, but also has been bad for gameplay, because a lot of stages of games, like I just played a game that does have co-op, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, with a friend. Well, we haven't played with a friend yet, because Shift, the way to do cross-platform, doesn't work, but we intend to. And all the levels are kind of, they feel procedurally designed even when they're not. Enemies have spawn points. But there's not, like, figuring out how to handle a level, where to hole up, where to achieve the angles. A lot of stuff I like in levels feels not the case there. It's hopping around, setting off moves. and you have to like the sequence of moves you're doing rather than liking the level design. Okay. So first thing to check, how do we attack that? Not very well. Choo Choo or Taloon could... Well, Choo Choo, if it took from 2, would give up 5. Alright, so we have very limited access to that card. It also did not give us safety in 3. It cut off some of our safety in 3. We could play Choo Choo there, but then they'd have first shot at 9. Now we have Maria in 9 controlled. They also can't take this back from 4. So if we get first shot at it, maybe that's good for us. So one thing is, I think his name's Taloon. What's this card's name? Open image in new tab. Taloon, yeah. Okay. Taloon in 5 gives 6, 8, 9, 5 just a ton of play. Right? That's like the, I think combos are fun move. Taloon 5. I worry that they block 4. There. Taloon's so good in a side-to-side game, I don't know if I should be looking to give it up. Maybe the better card to do is 3998 there? I still control 10s facing out of 9. But I don't control 10s facing out of 3. And I wouldn't have a good move in 9 there. Huh. Alright, so Choo Choo in 3. If they go 9, I think I can go 2 with Taloon. And I should have decent cards for that endgame. Though they have their 7, 8, 7, 6 might really hurt me there. I should mute that computer. Taloon in 2. They capture from 5. Depends what they capture with. I feel like that's likely a tie. If they start in 2, say with A4, 9, 5, then I can go in 9. And I think I'm in pretty good shape. They can't go in 2. Oh, but they can go in 2 and set up a threat in 5. 9, 4, 8, 8. And then I want 3, 9, 9, 8, and 4. That lets them combo back. My last card is what? 6, 8, 9, 5. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't quite work, does it? So if I go 3 and they go 2, that's pretty uncomfortable. Could just drop something in 5, but at this point I won't have thought about it much. And that can be a serious problem. I still kind of just want to play Taloon in 5, but I think it's not good. Taloon in 5, they go 4. Maybe I can play 6, 8, 9, 5, and 9. 4's too good. 3's not very good. Should I just go Taloon in 2 now? I haven't really thought about it. It's very high risk. Oh, for some reason I thought I could play Taloon twice. I don't have a recapture in 9 after they go 3. I was pairing 9 and 3. And they're not actually a pair. Oh, got thoroughly confused here. It happens though. So if they go 3, I guess my point, we'll pretend it was intended from the start, is 5. And then hopefully Choo Choo kind of roasts their hand on the bottom. I don't know. Messy move, messy move. Not my finest hour. I kind of assume Maria's going in 3 now. Deli wants me to check a game for him, so maybe we'll find a time to do that, but maybe we'll do so after. I didn't give them 5. I did lock in a card. You know. Yeah, so they do play Maria in 3. And now 6, 8, 9, 5, and 5 was the idea I had. However, I did not realize that walks into a combo in 8. Not ideal. I could play Choo Choo in 9. That's another idea. Choo Choo in 9. If they play 9, 8, 8, 4 in 8, I now have 6, 8, 9, 5 in 5, and I win. And it does make it 5, 5. If they go in 5, they cannot set up to have 4. So I will have time to block 8. And that should guarantee that's just a tie. But that's a tie. You know, I'm happy with a tie right now. Oh, they can set up to have 4. They can play 9, 8, 8, 4, and 5. But then they don't have 8. So if I go Choo Choo in 9 and they go 9, 8, 8, 4, and 5, I can hopefully do something cool. Yeah, I can do something cool. I can play a 3, 9, 9, 8 in 7. That's a fun move. So I beat that. If they go 7, 8, 7, 6, that's a tie. If they go in 4, I can't block 5. Oh, maybe they can go 4 there. What do they put in 4, though? They have to be specific. They have to be specific. If they go A4, 9, 5, and 4, then I can go 8. I can block 8. If they go 9, 8, 8, 4, then maybe I can just block 8 versus everything. Maybe I can block 8. Alright. I'm done with calculating. If we lose, we lose. It's all exhausting to check everything. A4, 9, 5, and 7, also interesting. But I think against that one, I can just block 4, because they still don't have 8. I have the trap against 5. That was kind of clever. Forget what the trap was, but it was something where they go 5 and I have 7. I have a big setup. Yeah, 9, 8, 8, 4, and 5 is sneaky because it sets up 4, and I can't block 4 without being comboed to oblivion, but I have 7. So I think the critical move is they stick something in 4, which I really should have just finished calculating. And I think it's 7, 8, 7, 6 is most likely. And my idea was I could play 6, 8, 9, 5 in 8 time. This is the first game I think I've been under pressure in the match. I think I was behind here. Side starters are the worst. It is well known. That was somewhat facetious, but I am quite negative towards side starters. Yeah. I actually feel okay about this because I don't think I'm lost, and I do think I set a kind of clever trap. Like, I think 9, 8, 8, 4, and 5 is the kind of second level move you realize, and you go, oh, that sets up for they can't block 8. This looks really promising. They have picked it up. Could also be going in like 4, right? But this is potentially falling into my trap. Probably not, if they're taking their time. But we did have one clever. It would be cool if it paid off. He's taking too much time. He's too quick. It's not gonna happen. Where else could it go, though? Could go 7, I guess. I don't think that makes any sense, though. It's bad in 8. Huh. I got all optimistic when he picked it up, but now I am reduced to pessimism again. We'll start putting the game in the database. What is this for? Let's scroll up. Chat Tournament 25 was up. Akiyama 1A4 A6 6 5 A7 1 9 6 5 8 2. God, it was a mess that turn. 4 7 8 8 3 7 6 4. He did go 9 8 8 4 and 5. Why does it say it's my opponent's turn? I thought 3 9 9 8 and 7 just worked. If they go 8, I win. If they go 4 with the same, they flip 2 things. I flip 3. Eh, I don't get it. Oh, they can go 8. No, they can't go 8. 8 flips the wrong things. Alright, I mean, I did a clever. Sometimes playing for traps when you also don't lose works. I've been winning a weird number of games when behind early and not winning when ahead. Alright, I guess it's I guess I got it. It's cool. I have a really bad instinct, which is I think it looks cool if you play the move quickly. So I often don't quite check it before playing it because I want it to seem like I had seen it the whole way. Which in this case, I sort of had, though I didn't realize quite how the combos worked here. But well, let's see if I was busted at any point there. I am curious, and then we can check the Deli game, and then we can move on with our lives. What did he have? 6 5 A7. I thought a good move in 1. 9 8 8 4 4 7 8 A. I really have just been luck boxing everyone recently. All my wins have come out of positions I didn't like. And I haven't actually done a great job of converting the others. Like, I obviously was not happy about my move in 2. I did like grabbing the card in 1. That was clearly worth something. I was lucky to have a move in 9. I kind of bailed on everything there. I don't know. Let's see if Mr. Solver wants to call me an idiot. Alright, I've put in the cards. So we're now gonna play game.sh. I don't know what the SH stands for. I think it's what Haskell uses, but I literally have never heard of the programming language Haskell except when my programming friend who does this talks about it. Alright, so I started there. He went here. Seems to think most things tie. I kind of wanted 9, 6, 5, 8, and 5, which I guess should be the first thing we check. I'm just curious how much... Yeah, so it thinks I'm not under particular pressure. I wanted here. Oh, it thinks here only 2 moves tie, but were they in 4? Oh, one of them was in 2. Alright, well, I wouldn't have seen that move. Where's the other tie? Are they both in 2? Is this the other tie? Yeah. Oh. I thought the ties were in 4. Sort of conceding some ground, but getting it back later. So actually, this would have been a very good move. You know, if something like this... I can take 2. This way they don't have Maria to capture back. So what about this way, say? No, I'm still supposed to take 2. I thought here I didn't have it. What did I miss here? Choo-choo's too good. Yeah, I just missed that I could go 7 at the end. I thought I had to start 9. Oh. Alright, so 9, 6, 5, 8 would have been a really good move. I also considered choo-choo in 3, which it doesn't think is very high pressure. They have ties in both 2 and 9. Yeah, if they have ties in both standard squares, it's not too hard. Yeah, so they thought very low pressure starter for me. I ended up taking, which was a little wonky. They have 4 ties, but it should be like anything in 3. Yeah, any card in 3 is a tie. Nice. Okay. That's all their ties are just, they have to take 3. They do take 3. Now, I had 4 ties, but I was having trouble finding stuff. Did not consider that. Alright, that's 1 tie. How does that one work? I guess, again, I'm blocking 8 so I can go 5, because the issue was it's hard for me to go 5. I can also go in 9 with 2 cards, and I can go 5, but it has to be choo-choo, which I didn't consider. So I went choo-choo 9, which does tie. And then here, 7 moves tie. I mean, I do think, I did think there was a chance he'd fall for it, because the first order thing is to realize, okay, this doesn't work. And if you go somewhere and I go 8, suddenly you run out of threats. And for a little while I was scared of like 4, but I thought I could block 8. Apparently I can also block 7, which I think I saw as well. But I have to be precise about which card I block 7 with. I was switching back and forth on that one. Yeah, I have to make sure they... Yeah. This one I happen to have the same to survive, but that's why it was pretty specific there. But this one understands that now I can't just play 8 because I lose, and even if I do it this way, I guess this way I don't lose, but it just seemed like the natural next thing to look at, and so I do think it was it's why I didn't think I had no play here, but I was behind this game. This was very lucky. I suspect he was ahead enough that he was kind of looking for wins, and when he didn't find one, settled for like, okay, I'll play the tie that was a little clever, and it happened not to work. Yeah. So I was pretty lucky here. Also, I was pretty lucky that, you know, this happened to flip 7, right? Because if this... But it wouldn't be dangerous if it didn't flip 7, because it needs to flip 9. So I guess it was just me having brain fog. But, okay. Let's check out the Deli game. 14,190. I'm going to pause while I put in the cards, because it will be boring for you to have me figure out what the cards are. So... Well, I just realized I had never flipped you over to the solver. Sorry about that, but we will for the next part. I'm actually pretty excited to check this game out because I haven't seen Cookie play much open, and Cookie is obviously a tremendous player. So Deli started in 6. We have a similarity to my game. Both games had the Takisis Choo Choo combo. That's pretty funny. That's a wild coincidence. Deli's version was better though. This has a lot more losing replies to it. Huh. I don't intuit moves in 4 as a reply to side starters. This is not intuitive to me. Oh, I put the hands in wrong. He had Choo Choo. Alright, so he didn't have Choo Choo, so I've put in the hands wrong. So we're gonna adjust that. He had Choo Choo. Deli had 4-8-5-9, 7-6-9-6. But which card do I have wrong? Which card's flipped? Deli played in 6. He played... I should pause again, you don't need to hear this. Alright, sorry about that. In a moment it will have switched the cards. Deli did not have Choo Choo. Deli had 4-8-5-9 and 8-7-4-9. So okay. 4, 6. Now 6-4. Now 4 makes a lot more sense because Choo Choo is set up for 5, and that is a non-shared threat. Deli goes in... Actually, we should check the power of these moves. Is it working? It's struggling. Oh, there you go. Now it might try to run it a million times. Yeah, it's going to try to run it twice now. Alright, we're going to close and reopen. Man, this has turned into a struggle. Okay, so we're reopening. We won't check move 1 because it's struggling. Here, looks like Deli has room to maneuver. And he goes for 8-7-4-9 here. 7. Looks like he really needs to keep 4-8-5-9 in his hand, that's really powerful. And maybe 7-6-9-6 too, now that it is the combo in 1. And he does keep both. Looks like good pressure from Deli. Can Cookie hold? Cookie goes defensive. Looks reasonable. Question is whether Deli has something good in 5 or 8, I would think. Looks like this did hold. So Deli was wondering about a few moves here. He thought 7-6-9-6 in 8 or 9-3-6-A in 3. So 9-3-6-A in 3. There are 2 ties. There's 2. Deli does get the plus back. Ah, that's clever, because this card you combo. But it's not quite a... Oh, no, you have the same wall. Ah, so they have to block it this way. Okay, so they do get the tie there, which he identified later in the conversation. And he also thought 7-6-9-6 and 8 might work. And here there are 4 ties, which he realized was a tie as well. One of them is just to take the square, because even though Deli has the flip back, those 10s to the side can be tough to take. Okay, and where did Deli go? How did our game continue? I have the move order somewhere. 5. Deli played 5. Makes sense. That's the square I'd be looking first. And Cookie found Cookie didn't do that one. Cookie found the same card in 2, which also ties. Right. Really nice to get a game of Cookies on the books, though, because tremendous player, don't have much on them. And I really would like to have kind of records of every really good player in history. You know, a decent chunk of games. So nice to grab a good game by him, holding off Deli, where it looks like Deli put about as much pressure as the hand let him. Looks like at every point. All right, let's call it a video.